So this video we will cover the purchase order workflow for receiving any item that has unit conversion applied to it. So unit conversion, as mentioned earlier, is something that you can define by default inside of a material card. For example, like we have with one of our paint items, if we open it up, we can create default purchase unit of measure being 10-liter containers. And here you can see the default purchase price per 10-liter container. And so this will become the new way in which items are purchased using that purchase unit of measure. When we create a PO, let's go ahead and make a purchase order for, let's say, our cognac paint here. And what we can do is generate a PO, choose our paint supplier, and select cognac as a material for which we will buy. And if we wanted to buy 3 10-liter containers of the cognac colored paint, it would cost us $84 per container. Now what will happen is, using the unit conversion methodology, is it will take these 3 10-liter units, since our supplier is selling us by their unit of measure, which is per 10-liter container, which would be 3 units, it will convert this to 30 liters of our tracking inventory unit in our stock. And it will also convert the price that's converted to a per liter basis. So at this stage, every single liter that we convert will convert at 8.4 US dollars per liter when it's divided by 10. So let's go ahead and take a look at what our stock page appears to be. All of our changes have been saved. We go into our stock, we look at our materials, we check our cognac colored paint. We have 4.5 liters presently in stock, but you can see that we have 30 liters expected, which is 3 10-liter containers. So that conversion is being made in many different places, including the expected quantities. So once we make that move on our purchase order page, and we mark it as received, which can be done here as well on the open PO list, then the stock for that good should have increased to 34.5 liters in stock, and then converted to the correct moving average cost. And that's how unit conversion affects your quantity of inventory as well as your cost of inventory. Now, in addition to that, with the purchase order unit conversion functionality, that will also constitute and roll out even multi-currency support. So you could have a changeover from the way in which a customer sells a product, which would be in our case 1 10-liter container. It converts to 10 liters of goods, but he's selling that in a different currency. We do both of those things for you. We convert the currency, and then also we convert the amount into the base cost, in addition to the conversion that would take place with the way you track your goods. So all of these very comprehensive and complex calculations are taking place in the workflows behind the scenes if you're using, let's say, some of the pro features with multi-currency and also unit conversion tied into that. It's also possible that if you're working with POs, and instead of using your default purchase unit of measure, you can actually add multiple units of measure on a single purchase order. So for example, if I'm making paint and I have, oh, that's the wrong one. We'll go ahead and use something else. Let's say we'll use the black paint. And what we want to do is, this one is going to be purchased by 10-liter containers, but what I could do is I could actually create an independent purchase unit specifically for a dedicated purchase order. So for one line item, I have the ability to do this. So let's say that the purchase unit would be like a 5-liter container, and that translates to 5 liters of paint. Unfortunately, it didn't save this time, but I'll try once more. That converts to 5, and then we save it. Okay, perfect. This one actually did a backwards calculation since the PO was already made. But in case you have to buy it from the supplier, you'll probably need to round up, as that would be the only way that they would sell the item. And then you simply would mark this one as received, and it would make the exact same conversions, just like we did with the first PO.